Good morning, Hornets. Today is Monday, March 18th. Remember, E plus R equals O. Events happen. How do you respond to produce the outcomes that we are looking for? How do you control your R to the events that happen to you? One way to do that is by pressing pause. If you press pause in the moment before you respond, ask yourself a couple questions. Am I being driven by intention, or is this an impulse behavior? Am I being directed by a purpose, or am I on autopilot? Am I focused on what's necessary or just what's comfortable for me? Okay, you may be able to see that some of those are written in green and some of them are written in red. We are looking for discipline driven responses to the events that happen to us. The way that we can do that, you can press pause to attempt to get your mind right. I want to give a shout out to our staff member of the week, Mrs. Lloyd. She's an intervention specialist. Thank you for all that you do, Mrs. Lloyd. We hope you have a fantastic week this week in Hornet Country. The Hornet Point store is open today. Just make sure your name is written on those. And of course, bring those down to the cafeteria. Student council will be around to hole punch those during Hive today. I want to also give a shout out to Mrs. Keneally and Emmanuel Colon Morales. This is a Hornet Point that was selected, that was turned in last week at the Hornet Point store. Mrs. Keneally has earned herself a jeans day that she can use at any time this week. And Emmanuel will receive a special prize from me, might be a Texas Roadhouse gift card, something to that degree. So that's just because he was selected last week. So maybe a Hornet Point that you turn in today at the store will be selected to give the staff member recognition and to earn something for yourself. Dungeons and Dragons campaign taking place today after school for Carson's campaign until 4:30. That's in Mrs. Baker's room, D201. We also have a 4v4 basketball game today during Hive. Bryson Birchfield, Daniel Persiani, Thomas Sloan, Grant McKinney are taking on Mr. Keith, Mrs. Boggs, Mrs. E. Barger, and Coach Mueller if Coach Mueller is available. If not, we'll find somebody else. So that is our 4v4 basketball game today during Hive. Really looking forward to seeing that in action. And that's all for our morning announcements. Hope everybody has a fantastic day in Hornet Country.